The next one is going to be on Lipany. Let's do that too. Yeah, unfortunately no OTD for coRe. So Lipany, coRe playing the Byzantines, and we're gonna see Abbasid being picked by Creator. So that is interesting. Why do I not find? Oh, there you go. Okay. Good. With that, let's hop right into that because they've been gone for a while. Ascalat is my group, so as soon as he comes back, we're gonna be graced by his presence once again. coRe playing in orange and Creator playing in purple. Alrighty. How are we looking? This is just fine. We want to have that on as well. Alright, so second game. coRe did win the first one on Frisian Marshes. Now he's playing with the Byzantines. Starting off pretty standard way here. 1 on gold. He's gonna have 3 actually. 3 on stone. And then just rallying on food as you do. Abbasid on the other side. Played by Creator. On the berry he's now moving on gold, so that is also very, very standard. The map is Lipany. There you are. And so yeah, map is Lipany, and we see some weird cliff spawns here already with the wood line here. I think you can still get around here, although no, you can't. There's 2 trees here on that corner preventing anybody from
regular Lipany. Hold up.
No, this is the EGC Lipany.
It doesn't look as mirrored as I usually see it. It's
no, it
weird.
certainly doesn't look mirrored at all.
So what do we see? We see coRe of. I mean, of course, it's coRe. He's opening with 3 on stone as the Byzantines because why wouldn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of that, but if you have the micro to actually put down assistant every time that you can actually do, then the eco difference is actually noticeable. If you don't do that, then it doesn't really matter. So, but yeah, he's doing a good job here, adding the second
believe he can do that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just saying, like, if you can do, like, if you take like your average platinum guy, don't put 3 on stone. It's not worth it. Like, I'm telling you, it's not worth it. Well, I mean, I guess I could mute Ascalat, Patrick, if you wanted to, but at the same time, he's kind of, you know, I know it sounds strange, but in a sense, he's my boss, so I can't really do that.
And we have a military wing coming in for Creator. So far, so good for all of the surprises of this. I mean, it's Abbasid. They kind of need to be a little bit of put on a little bit of aggression, otherwise Byzantine is gonna run away with the game.
Yeah. And I mean, the good
thing is he gonna go on stone or not?
I mean, we have definitely seen military wing into 2TC. That is not the worst that you can do, especially because the opponent might not expect that. But yeah, with the military wing, the stone is outside of 2C range, the gold is outside of 2C range, the berries are definitely challengeable by the archers, and so technically you would be able to close that relatively easily. With the Abbasid, of course, you also immediately can produce rams with your units. You don't, with the infantry units, you don't need to research whatever the attack is. I always forget
Siege engineering.
Siege engineering. Thank you.
Right now it does look like full aggression because Creator is still sitting on full berries with 9 villagers. He did pull off the gold after getting enough for the fresh foodstuffs. And his scout did turn around after he saw the gold and double berries and deer spawn that coRe has on the right side of his base.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a deer spawn even, that is true, double berries, and I mean, I don't think it's gonna play a role here because it's not really in favor necessarily for coRe, but technically we could even see mercenary Musafadi because the trade post is relatively close by. Don't think that's gonna be the cards, but I mean, that also would be shut down if it would be more valuable for
Worker's being
coRe.
pulled. Let's go! Oh, and he's being pulled. Never mind, he's still going. We have an Abbasid worker crossing the map, and he brings a friend even, as we see the stable go up. Now, does coRe see this is the question. His scout is gonna intersect these workers, and he sees the workers move forward.
He sees one worker, and then he should see the second one relatively... Yeah, there you go. So he sees the second one, and he's like, oh, what have we gotten here? Let's see.
So the problem here is coRe would need 2 towers to protect himself, and if he invests into 2 towers, then Creator's just going to invest into a ram.
Yeah.
So basically he can't do that, so he needs to vacate the winery, the berries, and the gold, and produce units.
Yeah, one villager unfortunately already being super low health because of the wolf over there. So kinda needs to be mindful of that fact that you might... Your villager is in trouble if as soon as we have archers on the field and coRe now being a few later as well, that villager is gonna get sniped very easily. High value outpost here denying the berries and the gold. coRe isn't even going to go on gold at the moment. He also pulled away right now. Still gonna research wheelbarrow, so he's gonna stick to that, but he's not trying to get on the berries for another 20 seconds until that tower is up. Just gotta go massively on the woodline with regular archers at the moment.
So here comes the barracks, and like usually you'd say, okay, my opponent's putting a tower here. Maybe I can ram it down later. Byzantine doesn't need to do that. Byzantine can just mass up a bunch of Limitanei, which he needs anyway because he just saw a horseman cross the screen. And yeah, then he activates the shield wall and he can burn that tower quite comfortably when he has about 10 or so. But meanwhile, he is getting 0, nil, nothing for his oil. So no mercenaries for Byzantine. That's a very bad situation for them. And Creator is on stone now.
Creator is on stone. He's also on coRe's berries. So, I mean... Okay,
hey, it's fortified berries if you can conquer this position.
Exactly. So if coRe can get to that, he would actually be super grateful because all of these berries just now have 100 more food, which would be 20 more oil per berry patch. So I mean that's kind of nice, I suppose. But meanwhile, we have a horseman raid in the backline of the base. There's a couple of Limitanei, although there's still Dark Age, but that should be enough to, to force Creator to retreat. And I'm not sure if he can pass these cliffs on the wood line either. Like maybe he can, maybe he can't. But regardless, coRe is putting out a wall at there just to be safe. And so that's gonna be really annoying for coRe to for Creator to try to raid around that. So probably not gonna try that anytime soon again.
Yeah, the berries there on the left side might be coRe's lifeline later on. Let's see, how many sheep do we have left? He has 3 sheep, 3 carcasses. And then it's about go time. Then he needs to get on some food out on the map.
Yeah, Creator did pull off of stone now, so it was just for the arrow slits and the emplacement, so the fortification. So this is a beefy tower, and now it's not. I suppose now you would need more than 10 Limitanei to burn it down without a ram.
Oh, that's so dangerous for coRe. Do you see his gold vills down there, the big gold? But Creator doesn't expect it. He's just checking the berries. coRe sees the horsemen pass by. So he knows exactly where the army is. Is already moving in position to stop this.
Yeah, a lot of horsemen, but there's enough Limitanei to thwart that attack for sure. And I mean, I like the aggression that Creator is putting out here, but coRe being on gold again, he also is just adding olive groves wherever he can outside of the tower range. Means that he'll have a very nice food income and oil income very soon. We do not have a mercenary camp at the moment. But I don't think that's
coRe is walling off the left side, so he's not gonna have to deal with horseman raids in the meantime, so he's gonna push the right side. He's gonna get rid of that tower now. He has 10 limitanei. He feels confident, I guess, but I think Creator has the army to stop this. He can hold this position.
Yeah, I mean, he just needs a couple more archers, and then he can keep track with the limitanei, and the horseman numbers certainly are enough to deal with the archers. And I mean, it's just regular archers. It's not even the longbows that you might expect otherwise. Blacksmith getting added by coRe as well. So before he wants to push in, he probably wants to get the iron undermesh first to have a little bit more range defense.
I mean, your Creator here, you see that blacksmith? Okay, he doesn't see it just yet, but if he saw that blacksmith, he's like, okay, why does he make a blacksmith? He doesn't have gold axe. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Yeah, that is a good point. If he would see that, I mean, technically he could also just click on the villagers and be like, why are they bringing back 15 food? How is that possible? And then he would realize that his opponent is on horticulture, which he shouldn't have if you're just checking how much gold he took off of the first gold vein. So yeah, there's a couple of small telltales how Creator could technically figure out that his opponent is on gold somewhere on the map. But I'm not sure if he is actually, you know, like taking the time to click on a villager and be like, okay, is it going above 10? If so, that guy has horticulture.
You know what I really dislike right now is the fact that Creator is not more greedy with his villagers at home. Like, he's only moving to the berries out now. Like, he should be taking deer packs. Like, he could easily take that better food income right now. And coRe is now moving to the left side berries with basically his entire population and his entire army as well. Now, Creator, how are we handling this? Is he just gonna pop down ramps and attack the main base? No, he's moving over. He wants to fight that, I guess.
I mean, he has the, at least with the horseman, he has the mobility advantage. So if he can catch those villagers, if he can catch all the archers there, that definitely could be very advantageous for him. He also has the range damage and range armor already.
Okay, good thing Creator brought his scout. I don't think coRe saw the horsemen. So they're going straight for the woodline, is that it? No. Okay, now they are. And coRe sees them with the border settlements and has to run away. Good moves, but that's a lot of idle time.
It's a lot of idle time, and also now Creator is just diving the town center. Luckily for coRe, all of the villagers on the olive groves, they're just safe in the town center, so no harm here done whatsoever. And coRe is just expanding now. He's just adding another cistern here on the berries. A little late, but still totally worth it. Creator is sending 2 spearmen over to the gold and is being met by the emplacements of the outpost, so he knows there's 3 villagers on the gold. So he could try to burn that down. I suppose he has enough horsemen to do so. Is he running into the limitanei? I hope he is not. He's not directly in time, and then the scouting.
Pathfinding, but that's a good connection on archers. Ouch. Then again, it's also a very good connection on the horsemen, and I do think coRe is gonna come out ahead in this little skerfuffle. No, like, that was a horrible fight for Creator. He was trying to get to Castle Age behind this, and coRe is just starting to pump out mercenaries at this point. He has an established farm economy, and now he's going to be able to get rid of that tower. Yeah, Eco-wing, though, is coming in.
That was a brutal fight for Creator. Unfortunately, not having a scout with him and then just the pathfinding here between the wood line and then trying to get on top of the archers. There were just too many limited. I mean, granted, of course, they did find a few of the archers, and also the archers of Creator could deal with the limited, but that's not.
coRe going for siege engineering, and I mean it's going to come in very, very quickly, and then he's going to be able to build a ram very, very quickly. But the second Eco Wing finishes, this barracks here is going to produce ghulams, and they'll take 26 seconds to pop out. But with the ram already in place, and quite the massive army to go at this, I think these barracks might just be a little too close.
Yeah, I mean, I like the forward position in general, just to not have all of walking distance and so on. But at the same time, yeah, it might be a little overzealous. And we're adding a fourth one now as well. So just as the Eco Wing is finishing, we'll have 4 barracks, and then we're just gonna hopefully pump out a couple of. Actually, he's canceling it.
Going now. 10 seconds till Castle Age. Does he see the barracks? So far, he does not. Now he sees it. Cat's out of the bag. coRe sees it 5 seconds before it becomes plainly obvious. And he does have the ram here and a lot of melee units to burn this.
And 26 seconds is a long time for all of these limited to be able to.
No way this works.
It's at
coRe
least one
just
barracks
gonna defend this.
At least one barracks is gonna go down.
There's more barracks added behind this, but it just won't matter. Like the proxy attack has been thwarted already. Like we should be focusing on the bottom outpost, I guess. Like where can Creator find damage right now? Because he is 30 military units behind at this point, and he's attacking with feudal archers here.
Yeah, he is not
is looking pretty beefy
at the moment. Horsemen coming in, getting on top of the Shiro Siphon at least. 3 barracks being lost. There's more being added, but it's just 1 more barracks at the moment and just 1 gulag. If we had 5, 6, maybe 8 at this point, it would be a different story. But with just 1 gulag and 5 more in queue, extremely lucky timing for coRe. I'm not sure if he sensed that something was in the water, but that was. Imagine he's coming in 20 seconds later. It's gonna be a completely different story. And now we have the Golden Horn Tower being built as well, like close to the gold. So that's also gonna help him to just survive a little bit longer here in the Castle Age. Potentially also getting Gulag. No, never mind, not getting Gulams though, but Landsknechts.
1 TC Abbasid against 5 Cistern, 1 TC Byzantine that didn't take any damage and has a farming economy already. I know who I'm betting on. Let's see how this goes. There is 4 proxy Rexes still running Gulams as we speak.
Also, I mean, we might get to the point where, except for this one berry bush, coRe will actually get all of the buffed berry bushes potentially, so that also would be really nice for him. Lancers being added to the mix now as well. Not sure, I mean, they're not the greatest against the limited and they're not technically countering the archers in that sense. But this fight looks a little bit better for Creator at least.
Why is he feeling so confident? Like, what was the point of taking that fight without our Castle Age upgrades? Like, we were Byzantines. They don't take as long. They could really just have waited half a minute. But it is what it is. Here we are. Gulam frontline, very effective. And with the added knights here, coRe is adding Varangians now. We don't see any crossbows. So the heavy units here are not being actively countered. coRe is trying to snipe out the archers. And a lot of idle time once again for him. Which Castle Age upgrades did he go for outside of the Varangians popping out?
Outside of the
don't think he has any. He has the Castle Age mercenaries, but other than that... Okay, some crossbows being added. That is going miraculously better for Creator than I thought, but then again, coRe has lost 3 villagers now in this attack.
And we were slowly getting there. It's also the idle time, 4 villager, 5 villager kills So yeah, we're slowly but surely getting there. The Ghulam's really paying off at the moment. And I don't think the crossbows will come in quickly enough, especially because we're still having 12 archers from Creator. They are castle age now as well, so they will hit kind of nicely. Yeah, question really is, will Creator run out of gas or not? Because yeah, with 1 TC Abbasid, of course, you're kind of on a timer here against the should be at least superior Byzantine equal, but at the same time, if I'm taking a look at the collected resources, and I'm never sure if that is bugged or not, it seems that Creator has about 3,000 more resources than Byzantines, just because of all the idle time. By the way, 15, 17,
Villager
18
kills
villager
are
kills.
stacking up now.
Oh
Ouch.
Yeah,
I don't know,
it's
that
going
was
downhill fast for coRe at this position here. The Lancers doing a good job, the Ghulams are just super tanky, and the Archers just doing whatever they need to do in this situation. Another Ram being added, taking care of the tower. Now he kinda needs to start to retreat because of all the crossbows stacking up. But that damage has been done, 18 villager kills. Whew.
I don't think that Creator is gonna run out of gas anytime soon, because this is Lipany, there is extra berries on this map. Abbasid is a very happy camper with all of those, and well, honestly, I'd expected coRe to hang back, chill, add more crossbows, and then start sniping out heavy units. That is not what we just saw.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked as well about the situation here. The moment that
villagers are fighting.
Villagers are fighting. Do we have Acrytoid defense?
With Acrytoid defense, but this is still villagers with 1 armor.
Well, technically we didn't
against
have
castle age units.
Technically we didn't have Acrytoid defense. It was just on cooldown. Now it could be activated again. So that was just regular villagers. Tower getting
Mango placement is through. Can we out-heal the Ram? We cannot, realistically.
I mean, not as the villagers are under attack by the units. If it's just a Ram, they can, but more villagers being pulled to burn the Ram. Ah, this is so brutal. 20 villager kills.
I mean, this is also really costly for Creator. He's bleeding units left and right, but it's worth it for him. 21 dead vills. The tower, though, stays up.
It is.
Well,
it is worth it, I would say, yeah.
So, coRe is down 21 villagers. What is the plan here? Do we need to add a second TC? Can we just persist on our 5 cisterns and just continue puking out mercenaries with our golden horn and just hold like that?
No. So coRe, he did mine all of the stone from his first stone, so he's sitting at 368 right now, and now he's with 14 villagers on wood. I'm very positive that he will move the villagers and go for a second town center. He has enough resources right now for that. I mean, realistically, you need a second town center at that point. I don't think you can just rely on the 5 sisters, because, yeah, 26% bonus is great, but only if you have villagers. If you have 0 villagers, 100% bonus doesn't matter anyway. So,
sir, can you please not tell me how math works? I don't want to. I don't want to know. Of course, going for Varangians again. So,
where is it?
I don't hate Varangians against knights, because you can berserk and they do a fairly good job. They also work against the archers, but then you wouldn't want to berserk.
Yeah.
But the Ghulam, they really don't care too much, do they?
No, especially if you're in berserk. I'm pretty sure the Ghulams just wreck your day because of the double attack here and there. So I'm really not sure if that's what you want to do. Second town center is being built right now for coRe, so he really wants to go for that. We do have composite bows. We do have the boot camps as well, so these Ghulams and these archers have a little bit more health, and that really, I mean, maybe that was one of the reasons why Creator was confident in diving a little bit more than usually, because the difference between
coRe doesn't have second range
29
defense.
Health is quite a difference.
coRe doesn't have the second range defense help, and meanwhile Creator is snatching up all of the relics on the map now. He was a little busy before, I get it. And he's avoiding that tower like the plague. And then by avoiding, I mean he's just strutting around getting pot shots.
Yeah, it's not really avoiding in my books. Good shot here, but again, doesn't matter too much with the extra health here. coRe is holding on, but Creator does have the better eco. He does have more resources. He has more army and the higher army value as well. Now he's walling his side of the base or of the map a little bit. And I'm not sure what coRe can realistically do. Yes, he has access to gold for days, but once that runs out, he's kind of running low on food. He's running out of space to put farms down, and it's a very inconvenient position to be in.
Creator is now going for the big gold at the bottom. There's 5 of course villagers here. coRe does have quite the vision range with that tower, so should be able to run away in time. Should be able to run away in... Okay, fine, we're not running away. It's okay.
I mean, it's just archers mainly, so I guess the tower is not really the biggest issue right now. It's gonna take forever. Like, you can realistically not really burn it down. There's a golem now as well. Oh, there's more lancers coming. Okay, I guess we're done. Yeah, villagers on the run.
11 lancers.
Getting at least one villager kill here yet again. Also, I just took a look at the
Is coRe just randomly running into that keep being put up?
No, not random. They're just not just running around that. Not seeing that keep being built.
So Creator is not seeing that army coming. coRe is gonna find these gold vills.
Oop.
1, 2. Defensive units are here, but that's a lot of crossbows. Without the knights, you cannot take that fight. But Creator does not agree here. He does want to take it, so the front line is going to fall really quickly, but the knights are coming in for a pincer. That could be really bad. Though the archers, they're also just shooting Varangian guards right now, which does not work. Here comes the big flank though. Beautiful. And now the crossbows, they're doing great work. But can they hold against this? Does not look like it. coRe's gonna be cleaned up here.
Yeah,
Sheesh. The Varangian's doing better than I thought though.
That's the thing, like the Varangians, they're really strong in this position. And I mean, if I'm thinking about who lost more in that fight, I'm not sure if... I mean, yeah, sure, Creator is destroying the army here, but at the same time, he also lost pretty much everything, so might as well be that he lost a little bit more even than his opponent, even though he kind of came out ahead. But I mean, the thing is also, like, besides all of that, we're slowly getting back to the point where the 2TC working for coRe, and we're almost even in villagers, which I'm not even sure why Creator now adding a second TC. But we also have 4 relics and going for the 3rd sacred site for Creator, so that's a good chunk of passive gold income for him. He's floating a lot of gold actually, so as long as if he can keep his food income under control, then he could as well just go Imperial Age at this point.
I urge you to quickly take a look at all of the gold spawns on the map and tell me what you think might be a problem for coRe.
Yeah, the gold, yeah, absolutely the gold. I mean, we have another keep here. Another keep! Amazing! On the north side by Creator, covering 2 golds and a big stone. So that might not be the only gold. Then the big gold, there's a keep, and then he lost access to the big gold on the left side. So yeah, I mean, the thing is, as Byzantines, of course, the mercenaries, they can carry you for a while, because you get basically access to gold units without actually having to spend gold units. But that only works for a certain amount of time, and longbows, they don't cost gold, so they're not really super valuable moving on in the later stages of the game. Landsknechts, they're kind of a very specific unit. They're also not useful in every situation, and Streltsy is only available in Imperial Age, so I'm not sure if the mercenaries will be of any help going forward here.
Honestly, right now, I see 26 on gold for coRe. He did produce a cataphract, but now he's going back into Limitane. It does feel like he wants to go Imperial himself here. And I would assume that is so he can get out Siege to deal with these keeps for just oil.
I mean, the issue is that he, even for Rams right now...
Can we talk about how that cataphract is dealing with 4... No, that's 5 horsemen now.
And the town center shooting at it every other second. Oh well.
I guess that helps.
That really helps. But yes, we have a Shiro Siphon here, so coRe is getting rid of the forward proxy base here of Creator. And with the one Shiro Siphon, he technically can take down the keep. Then there's a couple villagers as well, so if he can get access to that gold, yeah, then the situation is definitely a different one. But gold definitely is the main issue for him at the moment. And I'm not sure if he'll be able to, yeah, to get on top of any of the golds.
No boiling oil so far for Creator here. He is going Imperial as coRe prepares his big castle push. We have 3 Corrosiphons coming in to burn the keep down and secure the big gold vein here in the middle. Let's see if it works, because coRe's last gold has 1100 left in the vein and then it's over.
Yeah, that's not gonna last for much longer, so he kind of needs to have access to that gold.
Nice surround by the horsemen.
That's a good
Getting
surround.
rid of the siege immediately. That's 2 left here. So now, can we deal with this army? That's a big army. 34 longbows, 16 crossbows in the back there. That's really scary. Creator does not want to touch the longbow mass here with his crossbows anywhere close. And his front line is just that much weaker than coRe's, because there's the Varangians, there's some cataphracts mixed in. Looks like that keep is gonna fall.
Yeah, I mean, the issue here is also with the choke point here, really nice point for coRe to fight, to force the fight here. The horsemen cannot get on top of the longbows. And so all of the benefit that they would provide otherwise in this situation is completely moot. And yeah, the keep is going down, a couple hundred health left, is getting repaired now, but the villagers also getting attacked by the longbows. I mean, Creator
Fight is over.
Holding technically, but yeah, now he needs to retreat as the age-up comes in. Needs to leave with as many units as he possibly can to not lose any more. For him, it's not the end of the world to lose access to that gold. He'll still be fine. It's more a matter of how many units does he have, what upgrades do you prioritize now. He of course is going for the preservation of knowledge first to have all the technology cost decreased by 20%, and then he's going to get all the upgrades. Is it gonna be enough though? Because that's a scary army.
It's 45 seconds till elite upgrades, but coRe is pushing in with 70 military units right now, and Creator kind of has spread his economy all over the place, especially forward.
Yeah, unfortunately it is pretty much forward, and now coRe is just sitting in the middle of it and just having a field day. So many crossbows, so many archers here, still longbows left, a couple of them with the nade, doing the job, keeping the horsemen in check. This is... I'm not sure if Creator can come back from that. He's down in military numbers. I mean, he still has a sizable chunk of crossbows, that is at least something. But they don't do anything against the longbows. Right now there's no...
Or where's the front line? There's no front line right now. coRe's just standing there, taking the punishment, and on his longbows that are in the base of the Abbasid. That is not the best fighting position, but he's kind of busy fortifying his own position, has a keep in the middle now. He is going Imperial himself in a second, and he has now the distinctive military and economic lead here. So Creator, how are we going to deal with this in total? We're getting the camel support, we're getting the +3 for our ranged units, and I guess we're just sticking to more horsemen. But coRe has a decent chunk of Limitani in place.
Yeah, I mean the horseman totally makes sense to me if you're looking at what coRe is producing right now with mainly longbow and then the Limitani. He doesn't really have the oil right now to do anything with the forward engineering.
Rally point! Rally point issues here at the front. Good thing this outpost does have a mango emplacement and the Limitani are on the job. So Creator can't really push here with no heavy military units. And coRe immediately upgrading the mercenaries. But his longbow mass is down to 24. If he had preserved some of those, he would be up to 40 and could essentially just continue his push in a second. He'll have to wait for a moment here. Man, that corner keep here. I'm a little worried for the 10 workers that Creator left in this corner. Foreign Mill Engineering Company is gonna puke out a royal cannon very, very soon.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, they already basically paid off. They took 4,000 gold there, and now they can move on to the next one. They can take the stone if they want to. Creator has enough stone to almost drop 2 more keeps if you wanted to. And so I think that's totally worth it. And by the time that coRe might want to go on that gold, it might be too late.
I am a little scared that this game might go just a bit longer than we first observed.
Yeah.
Creator once again massing here. But coRe has now a fully stable economy. The only thing worrying for him is the gold, but he has access to the big vein in the middle that he's soon gonna deplete, soon TM. But yeah, so far, very evenly matched up. And Creator still has a long way to go to get his university upgrades for all of his army.
Yeah, I mean, he has a strong eco right now and technically has more resources overall gathered over the whole course of the game. But I think most fights for him, most big fights for him, were kind of unfortunate and disadvantageous. Shout out to Optiblum for jinxing the game here, saying that it would last 60 minutes.
Thanks, Bard.
Really looking forward to that happening, I guess. I mean,
I didn't want to sleep tonight anyway.
Yeah.
Why, thank you very much.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, Creator is
who needs siege?
And yeah, he's in there with 37 horsemen just burning down the TC. So yeah, coRe once again losing access to the gold. There was close to 4,000 left on that. At the same time, yeah, going on. What's happening?
University is being taken down, so no uni upgrades for the Byzantines just yet. We do have the timer running in the back behind all of this, and Creator is getting the fire arrows. And keep in mind, these Abbasid archers, they do have the composite bow, so they attack faster. They are not to be underestimated. coRe, though, he has 29 elite longbows with the volley ability. Let's see how this one works out. Do we have a solution for the 45 horsemen, though?
That is the thing. I mean, we have many Limitane in queue right now, so we would be, if that is all done, 48 Limitane, which technically should be fine against
coRe is confident. He's gonna take the fight here in the choke point, but there is so many archers here, so many horsemen. I'm not sure this is gonna work out. Volley has been activated, so the damage output of the longbows is quite significant, but the front line is just gone for coRe.
Front line is gone. There's more horsemen trickling in, getting on the cavalry. Both cavalries going down at the same time. And yeah, it seems like, look at all these archers and look how fast they attack, and they also have more health. So they have more health, they have more attack speed, they have the incendiary arrows, and it definitely looks like
coRe's army is just going away, and he does not think I kind of expected him to pull back, build like 15 mango towers, and kite his opponent through the base for the next 25 minutes. But 38 minutes 25 seconds, Creator takes a game.
Yeah, coRe did have a couple of resources left, but I guess he just saw the writing on the wall that he wouldn't be able to mess up in time, and then I guess at some point you're you know what's the point here? Let's just go next game. It was a very close game, and really entertaining. You know, all this back and forth, early aggression into tower rush into the long,
Not gonna lie,
kind of drawn out game that we've seen at the end.
first I thought coRe would be perfectly fine holding the first castle push. Then he loses 22 villagers, and then he almost comes back.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a back and forth here. Really entertaining to watch. And that sets the series to 1-1. So it is even Steven after all. No player really having a big advantage right now. And let's see, I'll invite you as soon as my client lets me. There you go. And then let's find out what the next game will bring us.
Can you shoot me another one? Because I might have been busy still eating my dinner.
That's fine.
And still sitting in the old game. There we go, thank you.
Ding, ding, ding. Okay, just refresh the Observe tab.
I mean, you call it a diamond defense. I call it little overconfident and losing too much of his army right as he hits castle age. If he just pulls back there, maybe he has a better choice. Well, but I can't really gainsay coRe. Probably knows what he's doing.
Apparently, we're that far behind that they already played the next game and we completely missed
The
that.
what now?
They played a game in between, which only was like 12 minutes, so...
Okay, who played what here?
They played Coastal Cliffs, Chinese against Golden Horde.
I mean, if it's a short game, then Golden Horde lost.
I guess you're good at what you're doing, huh? That is absolutely correct, yeah. Golden Horde did lose against Chinese.
Was it just a feudal push?
It probably was. Yeah, no player was Castle Age. Let's take a quick look at the... I can just switch it over here.
How did Marine Lord put it when he was coaching Lash? There's 3 land maps and nobody's picking China. They're insane.
Yeah, Chinese really strong. I mean, there's a reason why. Why? I mean, look at the difference here in the economy. There's a reason why Chinese is usually perma-banned on pretty much every map. So yeah, that is going towards coRe. So he is actually up 2-1. Let's take. You're in my group, so let's just hop into that game. Let's see what the next one brings us. So we're gonna play on Dry Arabia this time. So game number 4, potentially map or a match series deciding. Creator playing the Macedonian Dynasty, and coRe is playing the Japanese. And we have another 2.5 minutes of observer delay, so we can take care of the overlay here real quickly. Creator playing in blue this time, and coRe is sticking to orange.
Driest of Arabia, huh?
Yeah. Japanese against Macedonians.
I'm just gonna take the coward's way out and say, well, I think that's certainly an even matchup. No, like I'm assuming that Japanese is gonna play Dark Age regardless here.
Oh yeah.
And Macedonia, I don't think they have to. I don't think it's worth it for them, and I don't think they will. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I would say they kind of have to, because if Japanese is knocking, like, if they can deny your gold, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the Macedonians can survive that well. So I would expect them to go for a Dark Age barracks for the Varangian stronghold, and then go from there. But hmm, yeah, yeah,
Sorry
not
for eating,
not
by the
really
way.
sure.
It was a long day.
It was a
But I don't
long
have to
day.
tell you that since you're here for the last 5 hours.
Yeah, I'm starting to get hungry here. So I will be happy once this is over. But at the same time, these are banger series. coRe right now looking slightly favored to take that one spot that is still available. The other spot is between SAS and Downfall. I'm not sure where they're currently standing,
It
but
still says 1-0, so maybe we dodged a bullet.
oh my
Because that
goodness.
says 1-0 for a long time now.
It does, but at the same time, coRe also says 1-0 still. So I think it doesn't get updated regularly. SAS might as well be 3-0 already. I'm not sure, but regardless, I mean, if we're
Well, you heard that, Paul? You heard that?
I heard what? What did I hear?
Someone's betting on SAS.
Oh, SAS was down for
All right,
2-1
folks.
apparently. Okay.
Folks, we are in, and we have our Japanese Dark Age barracks coming up. Now, that is kind of obvious because it's cheaper and it's really, really nice to just pressure your opponent early. But Creator is going on the gold. Like, he does not want to tassel heads, break heads with the Japanese in the Dark Age. You can blame him.
I mean, can you go around that though? I mean, now he sees the barracks, so he knows that is definitely something that coRe is trying to do. So can you go around? I mean, okay, we see a couple of palisade walls. Let me just pause for just a second here. We see a couple palisade walls being dropped by Creator, so unfortunately, I don't
The
think...
gold is outside of TC range, so these go right up to TC range, and if you have 15 vills under there, unless coRe brings like 3 spears, this should be fine to stop aggression. Now, I'm not sold on not finishing these, but coRe also only produced 1 spear so far.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen it yesterday in, I forgot which matchup that was, where the player was just, having it exactly like that, and then he could cancel that. But at the same time, I mean, he got back like 4 wood or something like that. It wasn't really that impressive. And so I'm not sure if that really makes the difference. Oh, Spearman rather, taking a brutal hit here from the town center, being down to 4 health. Basically rendered useless. I mean, you can pull deer, but that's all that Spearman can do for the time being. So good little edge here already for Creator with that Spearman.
I'll say Creator saw that coming, and that's why he didn't finish the walls, because who's scared of 4 HP Spearman?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
that's probably gonna die to a wolf. No, it's gonna die to the scout.
I mean, it is a close fight, to be fair. Oh gosh, that is hilarious. It was a close fight, technically, I guess, but...
And here comes the Hippodrome. coRe is like, well, I guess I need that barracks eventually. Yeah. 75 wood is not the end of the world. And he does get the value camp. I'll give him that. He basically already won.
Yeah.
Look at that forge.
That is quite nice, yeah. Yeah. I mean, at the same time, forge is not like really super expensive, and then maybe if you wanna put like multiple technologies in queue, yeah. Also, I mean, depending on how you put your hero, like I personally like to put them in the forge just because it gives you half a relic in gold per minute.
Stop ruining my value camp, okay?
I'm not ruining it, I'm just saying I would place the second one right next to it just because. No, I wouldn't. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. I would just put a forge over here and the other 2 golds, and then I'm fine. But yeah, anyway, we're seeing coRe there, and so no deviation there whatsoever. Both players rushing it up, sort of with 4 villagers, so no shenanigans into a naked fast castle of any sorts here.
I guess both players are pretty happy with their spawns as well. Like, Creator has the berries in the back, he has the deer on the other side of that wood line where he can wall them off. Could also wall to the gold and to the corner here. So that's fairly nice, and coRe has a very safe storehouse with a very safe wood line next to it with an easy wall, and double gold in the back is also quite nice. So, kind of expecting a lot of feudal action here.
Yeah,
but
no,
you said... To quote you, how was it? Every single Macedonian game but 1, now but 2, was 3 horsemen into castle.
Yeah, I guess I kind of jinxed it, so we're gonna see how it's gonna turn out. Creator now moving on to the deer here on the right side, which makes a ton of sense, and yeah, just put a small wall over here, then you can cover the gold and be safe on the deer. But yeah, like in this case, I definitely would expect... Well, I mean, at the same time, I guess, if you do... It depends on what coRe is doing. If coRe is just doing some, like... I don't want to be aggressive, I just put as many units as I needed, as few as I needed, then yeah, Creator probably will go a couple horsemen into fast castle. It always comes down to what your opponent is doing.
coRe's already getting the daimyo and the stable is coming up, so he's gonna run in with a Yuma Bannerman and try to snipe some villagers on the other side, which is gonna force out a reaction.
Creator rather, did delete the walls, is now opening with the Varangian Arsenal to have some passive silver income as well, and the scout is meanwhile busy with just pushing the deer a little bit further away from the mill. It's just being annoying, as annoying as possible. And yeah, as you said, the Uma Bannerman now hitting the field, having the same stats as you would have as with a knight, I believe. Maybe even a little bit more health, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's a feudal knight with a little more health.
Yeah, it looks kind of beefy though.
I mean, the horsemen are gonna take quite a few pokes at that guy, and the deflective armor does not regenerate because the horsemen are faster. So with 3 horsemen here, I mean, coRe is gonna struggle to find damage. At the same time, maybe he's gonna force out idle time, because these deer villagers probably will have to run if coRe commits himself. No, he saves the Bannerman rather, with the spears.
Yeah, also another horseman being added here for coRe as well, so just the coRe, the horseman spearman comp here. And what is Creator doing? I mean, we see he has a lot of gold saved up right
castle.
now. Yeah, as I told you, he's going castle. Just needs more food. I'm not sure why he's relatively low on food at the moment. Did he have idle time on the deer? Not really.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah,
Hippodrome Horseman is trying to guard here, but the Bannerman is just gonna come in, and he can just ignore the units hitting him and go straight for the villagers. If Creator doesn't pull back his vills now, he's gonna lose one.
Yeah, that's just
Meanwhile, on the other side, attempted raid.
Horseman, yeah, that's...
Oh, nice dodge, and coRe didn't bring a scout, so he doesn't know. He thinks the villagers left in the other direction.
Yeah, smart high-level plays here. Really nicely done by Creator. Good move for sure. And yeah, as Aspen pointed out in chat, all the aggression here means that Creator, at least until he gets rid of the Uma Bannerman and the Horseman, cannot really put down the landmark really aggressively. So the question is, where do you put your Golden Horn Tower?
Well, I'm assuming he wanted originally to put it on the gold below the deer, but can he do that? There's 7 spears on the map. Uma Bannerman is gonna find his first victor. No, he's not. 2 health. Who needs more?
Well, you only need 1 life. So, and he has 2.
Okay, new Uma is being queued up, and coRe is also heading to Castle H now. He has 9 spears, and they are on the other side of the map because Creator has not shown anything but horsemen so far. And that is that plan dead. He cannot put that tower on the right gold here. So where does he put it? He just puts it on his starting gold, I guess, in TC range.
Yeah, either that or you kind of take the stone with you, but it's not the super most valuable resource. So yeah, I think on that side it would have been kind of nice to have it there. And then it's also safe.
Kind of looks like he's just gonna make spears and archers and then put it there anyway on the right side.
I mean, that also would work for sure. I mean, he doesn't necessarily need to rush it. His opponent is not castled yet, so he doesn't technically need to rush there. And with the Varangian Stronghold, he can easily, he doesn't even need to put down archery ranges. He for now can just go with the archers from the Varangian Stronghold. And it's just a handful of spearmen, you know, you can definitely deflect that, and once they are gone, we're slowly getting there with the resources. He's still low on food here, needs to go on the berries now of all places, unfortunately. And what is coRe doing in the meantime? Just circling around with the horsemen.
Very good diversions by coRe now. He's heading to Castle H right now. Now, which landmark is he going to go up with? Is it going to be standard floating gate, or does he expect... Yeah, it's going to be standard floating gate. So he wants to have that tempo play rather than the better knight matchup.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely does make sense for the floating gate. I mean, Temple of Equality with the Buddhist monks would really interesting to see, and I've seen it a couple times in either 1v1 or team games, but not really on high level play as far as I can remember. So that
if you have a full knight matchup, it's insanely well good because of the debuff. Like you just invalidate enemy knights. It's so good. But then your opponent can also just spam Mass Atga Mother, and then you have a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, so it can be countered, and it kind of needs some sort of setup, you know? So it's not like an immediate buff as the floating gate is with more or less getting a Yoroshiro immediately. You can put it in stable if you want to have a super good mounted samurai timing. You can put it in the fortress, in the mill, the farmhouse for food. You can put it in the town center. So a couple really good options. Yeah, immediately going in the stable as you would expect if you're looking for the tempo play here. And both players pretty much hitting Castle Edge at the same time. Golden Horn, as you predicted, on the main gold close to your town center. So...
Sorry, totally didn't spill something. Right, double Castle Age. Let's see how this one works out. Both players going for... Oh my god, it's knights!
Who would have thunk?
I am as kerfuffled as you are.
Yeah, I mean, you know, miracles happen every day, and this is one of them. At the same time, what is Creator doing with the scout here? Don't let that die.
Hippodrome Scout is just styling on coRe's army. He does see the entire army here, which is spear and cavalry and... well, I was gonna say, are we just diving that?
Ouch. Well, it kind of looked like he really wanted to have that Hippodrome Scout as one more hit, and then it would have been gone, but Creator able to save that just in the nick of time. Golden Horn Tower now producing the crossbows, which is exactly, of course, what you need to have against the mounted samurai, even though the deflective armor will still be an issue for you, especially if you have a good mass. Unamusha also being added for coRe, so he is opting for the very mobile cavalry composition.
I feel like you kind of have to add Mushas because the Ridari are, as depressing as that is, just straight up better than mounted samurai.
Yeah. No, I
oh, nice catch by Creator here. He does find the relic on the way home, and he's going straight for the gold workers. Can he find one though? He has axes ready to throw. He's gonna use them. Doesn't need to. Finds one. Doesn't find the second one. And he's just gonna continue to dive.
I mean, you're so deep in, you might as well continue. So I guess that's just try to look for one more kill here and there. Shouldn't find. Okay, there's one more because the TC was full, unfortunately. 3 villager kills. That's a 4th one. I mean, that's not bad. You're also losing 2 Rizari, 3 Rizari, I believe. So you can argue whether that's worth it or
Ridari
not.
is still around. Oh, but this might be even more. coRe coming in for the flank. I mean, he gets the scout. That's not bad. We have another scale barding coming in. That's the 1100 silver. The 3 out of 6. So we have the max upgrades for the regular civs in the castle age now. For our cavalry. 1 more is possible.
I mean,
There's some beefy Ridari with 7 armor.
But yeah, so the first gold ran out, and yeah, villagers now fighting against the 1 hardened spearman, trying to get back onto the deer on the right side, and then yeah, the gold in the corner is being taken. How are we looking in terms of relics? Pretty even actually. Both players having 2 relics safely in their homes. And the 3rd one is gonna be picked up relatively soon, I suppose, by coRe. So he should get ahead in terms of relics, but it's still fairly even. More kills, axe being thrown, killing 1 more villager on the gold vein.
coRe can keep pace with the Macedonians here because he has the Yorishiro in his town center, so he is producing faster. But still, this doesn't feel nice. The Ridari just dipping in for a quick kill and then dipping back out, and you cannot catch them. The Onamusha, do they have the... Yeah, they do have the... what's it called? The Kaburia? Anyway, the crossbow thing where they move fast.
Kaburia, yeah.
So yeah, he can maybe take one out, but doesn't look like it. And we're running back into the safe bosom of the Golden Horn Tower. coRe has to turn around. What's the play here? Looks like coRe is opting for Imperial Age.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a quick one.
Looks like that.
That is a quick one. He's also... Oh my god, the greed! You know what? Let's just add a second TC. Let's go Imp as well. So yeah, we could also go for the Sacred Side at the same time. That is very, very dangerous. coRe can secure himself the 3rd relic though, unless Creator can snipe that guy on the way out, but I do think he's rather going for the Shinto Priest on the Sacred Side.
Yeah, I mean, also the Shinto priest with the relic is almost close to the army of coRe, so even if Creator would find the guy, I don't think he could really prevent that from being brought back.
Okay, someone just thought, well, maybe it's a little bit greedy. Let's spend some more resources on units. More Onamusha are being added, and these feudal age spears are going to find the Ridari. Now, the Ridari could, of course, murder them brutally in a second here, but that's a long second, and the rest of coRe's army arrives. Well, that's a bad position for Creator. He needs to turn tail and run.
It is a really bad position, also with the Springald emplacement here on the outpost, so he's getting shot at by multiple angles, finding not exactly what he was looking for. Getting some good intel on the army though, so he knows, okay, the army mass didn't really scale up that much in the last 5 minutes, so he's probably thinking something is up with coRe right now. coRe apparently having less resources total than Creator, so should... Yeah, needs to... I mean, the 2cc play does make sense for him to get ahead a little bit. He does have Yoshiro in the Daimyo manner, so that also will help with having just a slightly faster villager production.
The thing for coRe here is he already has farms set up around his Kura storehouse. He has 12 farms already, so That is 12 farms more that Creator has from the get-go. They're now almost equalized, but coRe just doesn't have that painful farm transition start where the food income is just flat.
I mean, it's not only the farms that you get, right? It's also that because of they're in the influence of the daimyo manor, you're actually getting a 20% bonus right now.
coRe's going into Yumi now. That is interesting. I'll say there's 14 veteran spearmen here for the Macedonians. But the Yumi, that is... I guess he's just not confident that the Onamusha can deal with archers and spearmen at the same time. So he is wanting some force to deal with the trash unit. Also, there is now a significant number of crossbows that the Golden Horn, of course, produced for free. And coRe once again is floating so many resources that I think he's going to Imperial Age. Let's see what he has for us this time.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely toying with that idea for the moment. And yeah, the Yumi against the crossbows really make a lot of sense, and then of course also the spearmen, but I think at this point probably more so against the crossbows. Is he going imp now though? He's kind of... Yeah, he's you know...
coRe, make up your mind, please! If this was a Lash game, you would be yelling at him to spend your resources.
Yeah, I guess he's not confident to do that at the moment.
Oh god, that was even worse. Okay, fourth upgrade is coming in. The Imperial Age Blacksmith upgrade for Macedonia in the Castle Age coming in for the cavalry. There's gonna be a lot of extra health and one more armor. Now we have 8 armor Ridari in a second. coRe moving out with 20 mounted cav to at least protect the sacred site for now.
Yeah, doing so successfully. Does he see the army though? He doesn't have... Oh, he does have a scout here.
He didn't.
Yeah, did just see a brief glimpse of the army. Crater is moving out now.
Raider's army is so scary. His upgrades are really, really good. And that is 21 8 armor Ridari, while coRe is opting to go Imperial Age. So the perfect moment to push.
Yeah.
coRe sees it with the towers though, sees the army come in. And he's gonna just force... No, I was gonna say he's gonna force the issue and go for a base trade, but no, he does not want to do that. He's gonna pull back. He's gonna try and deal with this.
Yeah, but I mean, as you pointed out, this is a scary looking army. Not only the size and mass, but also just the different types here. We have archers, we have spearmen, we have crossbows, we have the knights as well. So it's just how do you deal with that? I mean, you kind of need to have horsemen against the archer and crossbow mass, and you can get on top of that. You need siege, but you don't have that at the moment. You have Onamusha, but they kind of need to more or less stand in one place and fire on the...
We're gonna castle in 10 seconds, so we're gonna have a rocket launcher. And the mounted samurai are coming in now. We're fighting under this big beefy TC. Let's see if we can make it work. Of course, trying to snipe out the crossbows behind this as his mounted samurai are melting against the Ridari. Ridari numbers still very, very healthy. This looks like it will not end well for coRe. Oh god, this looks so bad.
This looks really... It went from bad to worse in just a matter of seconds. Spearmen coming in from the side, but there's just a handful of Yumi, a handful of spearmen on the side here. The TC is doing whatever it can, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. coRe needed to spend all of the resources. He's down in
17
food,
Ridari.
and you have no way to really deal with the Ridari. Of course, yeah, you're getting rid of the spearmen, but there's still 32 archers on the Macedonian side and 15 Ridari in total. To the second PC also now at least being scouted by Creator, so he knows about that as well now. And all the farms are idle, food income dropping to a very significant low point for coRe. I mean, if you can that
Of course, like,
stops
this is
bleeding
fine.
villagers. Yeah, I mean, if he stops bleeding villagers, he eventually will get rid of the army. Then he might be able to stabilize. And he still has, you know, Sacred Victory and all the classic gold income going for him. And he, you know, quote-unquote, just lost 15 villagers, but it's gonna continue now with all of the villagers on the south on the run from the gold vein. And Creator can just continue with this almost indefinitely, it feels like.
I'll be honest with you, I have no idea why Creator pulled back, because, how to put this delicately, this town center would have taken the next 5 minutes to kill this army. That's 5 minutes you cannot use your entire food economy, as the Ridari are murdering the stone villagers on the right side. And, well, does coRe even have a gold left? Okay, he has the one all the way in the back, he's not mining it though. And we're going for mass rams. Now, I have not seen rams being used against a 13,000 HP town center yet, but let's see if we can make it work.
Yeah, I mean, they are pretty strong. It's not your standard ram, at least, but just speaking from experience.
Here's the problem, though. Regular rams are better against buildings in multiple.
Yeah.
I guess it's just the easiest and cheapest solution here to start burning this, and they also will burn the entire farming economy as they do that. We have a second rocket launcher, by the way.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it also works against the farms, so you can just A-move basically into the Japanese base. Archers and Ridari also firing away on the town center. Let's take a look here. 11,000 house still standing, down to 10,000. I mean, it's going kind of fast, you know. Also, I mean, good thing that there's no
you would be
fire.
scared. You would be scared if there was a Japanese army that could maybe beat you up while you were doing this, but there really isn't. coRe has 12 mounted samurai, which is kind of surprising that he managed to get so many, but the Bogemather, they just activated Unwavering Focus, and then they ignore 2 armor, and they just delete these heavy units.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they have to stand in that place then, but that's fine. With the runestones, Macedonians also getting a significant chunk of damage, plus more range for the archers. And so that's really, really something. Villagers need to get pulled out, trying to repair the town center, but the health is plummeting. 2,500 going down to 2,000, and the sheer siphons are untouched. We don't have any more Ridari except for just 2-3 more very low health ones, so in a weird sense that defense is almost working for coRe, but he's almost losing that Shogunate castle. It's down to less than 1,000 health. Can he make it work? Can coRe win this still? I'm not sure. Town center falling, villagers out, now losing their life as well. 57 villager kills, and with that, coRe has to tap out of this. Well, that was something.
That was a rough fight.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was a pretty brutal fight. I'm not sure what really changed that much, but oh my goodness, if you look at that fight, Macedonians almost not losing anything, and it was just melting everything that coRe had. He was down to almost 0, probably like 6-7 units left standing. Never got more than 20 at the end against over 80 from Macedonians. And yeah, pretty rough.
It's that extra upgrade. Like, the crossbows, they already tore into the mounted samurai a little bit, then the Ridari are just a better knight, and they also have the Imperial upgrade already. Whew!
Yeah.
And, I mean, the rocket launcher is being mentioned, right? But the rocket launcher does half health every, like, 5 seconds of one Ridari.
Yeah.
And the fight only took, like, 15 seconds.
Yeah, yeah. And at that point, you're fine with losing a couple of Ridari under the town center, because you're still winning the game. You're still killing villagers. You're still idling out your opponent. You're still making sure that he will not be able to get to any sort of critical mass of the Mounted Samurai. And so all things considered, you're happy with that, and that is an interesting matchup we have ahead of us. It's the last and final game. Gonna be played on Gorge.
They're going to Three Little Pigs, right?
No.
Or is it Gorge?
It is Gorge. Yeah, it is Gorge. They did
Is
ban.
it the first one?
They did ban Three Little
Unfortunate.
Pigs, unfortunately. So we're gonna play on Gorge as the final map.
All right, there's the Gorge. What do we expect here? Also, I do think you just cut out, or my sound cut out.
Oh, did
Manu?
I can still see you.
I couldn't hear you in Discord anymore.
Really? That's unfortunate.
And now I can.
Oh.
But what is left here? So Creator has Sengoku left?
Yeah, I know.
How? And we have Mali?
Yeah.
Like, how is this the last map? What?
I have no idea. I don't know how Sengoku got through. That must be some sort of glitch.
That is at least very interesting, I'll say.
Yeah, you definitely
good one.
Say
and
that.
it is indeed snipe, by the way. So guess what they snipe, because Mali and Sengoku definitely has been picked.
Yeah.
And neither of them will be playing either of these civilizations.
Yeah, unfortunately for me, we're not gonna see Malians being played here. It would have been really entertaining to see that though. However, it is gonna be English against Tughlaq Dynasty. On Gorge. I mean, I don't know.
think I've seen that matchup outside of Frisian Marshes before.
Yeah. No, I'm outside of team games, I don't think I've ever seen English being played on Gorge. Tughlaq, yes, but English, I'm not even sure. So that alone is interesting.
So, see, generally, I would assume that English kind of plays a little bit of a horseman style in feudal age and tries to keep Tughlaq on their toes and then transitions to castle knights. But this is coRe we're talking about, so he's either gonna try to white tower drop or he's gonna play 2 TC.
Ooh, I'm not sure what I want to see more. I mean,
like either he's gonna go super greed or he's gonna go super greed. You name it.
Well, yeah. And with that, we can actually move into that last and final game. We're gonna switch. No, we did switch that. That's fine. So, ladies and gentlemen, both players sitting on a 2-2 score. This is the last game. Either player is gonna move on to the next round of games. Let's pause for just a second. English being played by coRe, opening with a pretty standard building, so we don't see any, I don't know, like Dark Age farms, Dark Age barracks, none of the sort. Creator on the other side. Woo. Yeah. Creator on the other side.
By the way, speaking of sides, they both went to the same side with the scouts, but coRe already found 4.
coRe found 4. What a coincidence that is.
Okay, I'm gonna see myself out. That is cool. You have fun with the rest of this cast.
Well, I mean, according to chat, some people would actually enjoy that, I suppose. There's one more sheep here in the coRe, no, but coRe didn't find. I'm gonna stop now.
I'm starting to eat Kinderriegel now.
I mean, you know, I just realized, you know, you can do so many funny things with that name, you know. Like the coroner, he's confident. Yeah. If you
Horrific.
I'm gonna think about that for a second, but yeah. In the meantime, coRe being slightly ahead in the sheep department. Is one sheep here not being found at the moment, but that's usually how it goes. Sometimes you have sheep that just completely not are visible for you for some reason. Creator got enough gold for the age up, now moving out to stone, so we're just gonna see the good old Tughlaq fort being constructed relatively soon.
Yeah, take a look at Creator's spawn real quick below his base. This is actually really nice. Like he has a gold stone, he has the berries in the back there, and below that there's another deer camp with double golds. Like, he's just gonna plaster the bottom side of the map with force as he tries to play the rest of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's what I would expect from him. On the other side, we have the Abbey of Kings coming up. Not really a surprise. We are only going with 2, so coRe doesn't want to rush that in any way. He just wants to get to Feudal Age at some point. And he'll be fine going to Feudal Age at the same time that he has enough resources for a town center, because he is going on stone and wood right now, so he is preparing to go for a second town center just to keep a check on the Tughlaq boom that we're gonna see. Tower of Victory is apparently more of a thing nowadays with Tughlaq. You know, for the reason that it does buff the attack speed of the elephants by 20%, so it's not the infantry like it is for the Delhi, Archer, Spearman, Ghulam, but instead it is, or men at arms, but instead it is the elephants, so the raider elephants and the war elephants benefiting from that landmark. And so if you don't plan to do something with the healer elephants, you might as well go for the Tower of Victory and have some really strong elephants on the field.
Yeah. Also, like, if you're gonna go for the healer elephants, you're kind of shoehorned into that infantry, into that spear archer mass.
Yeah.
Because they profit from that, and then you're slow and immobile.
Yes. Yeah, and then you
Which
have
is kind of like how you're basically English.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of. Then you're basically English, but if he's going King Horseman, then he's gonna feel just fine running around trying to arrest you left, right, and center. And so, yeah, it does make sense. I'm not sure if I would go for the Tower of Victory. I think I still might prefer the healer elephants just because of the Feudal Age healing. That's really nice. But at the same time, it is very valuable to go for the aggression, for the raider elephants. So we'll see. coRe almost has enough resources for the second TC, yes.
He also has a very nice spot, I'll say. He has the gold right there with a stone behind it, and he has a full deer camp, which Creator is about to try and scatter as much as he can, and be really annoying so the TC cannot be placed reliably. And he's also blocking it, but with the villagers arriving here, can't really do that for too long. And now he's just going to try and be super annoying and drive the deer away one more spot.
Yeah, I mean,
and he succeeds.
Yeah, you know, just a little bit longer. Like, you're almost at the point where you're thinking about having a different mill there. But
speaking of, can you take a quick look at the Tughlaq base and tell me how that 4 is looking?
It is looking suspiciously similar to a town center, with the exception of the bell, right? I mean, other than that, it's pretty much a copy of the main town center for some reason.
And it is up a full half minute before course even is. And we're about to get a 4 here as well. The king is coming in, so he's going to scout that out. And he's still going to be able to put some pressure here, and Creator is going to have to micro well here to not lose a will.
No.
And he loses.
He did indeed lose a villager over here. He's going for stable now, so he's going to add the raider elephants relatively soon. Berries in the front are almost running out, so he needs to think about some food resources. And since he doesn't have a fort here, kind of a predicament here for him. I'm not sure. I mean, he does have a couple of sheep, but then again, coRe has found more, and so yeah, Creator might run into food issues at some point, especially with the raider elephants being relatively expensive. Yeah,
I mean, Creator is gonna probably produce like 2-3 units, so this king cannot disturb him as he puts up his 4 right next to the gold, and then he's gonna surround it with houses and get the food governor. Never mind, he's gonna put it forward. King is gonna come in and be annoying. And we're moving the worker elephant over so he can soak up the charge of the king.
Yeah, I needed to pause for just a second here to...
Wow, that is very ballsy. Like, okay, king is taking some pot shots. It's the second hit. Villager is very far down on his luck. Half health. Scout also getting focused down now. Can coRe find the hurt Vil here?
I mean, there's also the Scout, which now is just taking the charge on. Ouch.
That's 20 health on that king. The Scout is also hitting, but he's hitting the wrong villager. 4 is up at this point, and coRe is heading straight for Castle Age behind this.
Yeah, definitely looking like that. Halfway there with his food. He has enough gold already. He didn't go for any upgrades. I mean, neither player did that, besides the fort upgrades. Good charge again here on the villager, but yeah, yet to find one more kill.
Not gonna lie, I thought coRe would find a villager kill here, but his castle timing will be very, very nice indeed, while Creator is still setting up. Does coRe have... No, he did not go for any farms himself. He's just eating that deer pack still. Did he move out to the board? No, didn't either. And he's going for the white tower drop. Let's go! So he's going 2 TC and white tower drop.
Oh my goodness. Well,
4 is upgraded once. Did he choose a governor? He did. Oh yeah, he got the food governor, so he can't change that on the fly. Where's the white tower going? It's going straight on that gold. It has been scouted out. There is 1 raider elephant out at this point in time. How many villagers are building this?
18.
It's 18 vills. That's 18. That is 36 damage per volley on this raider elephant. So basically, he can't do a thing.
No, I don't. I mean, there's not. He cannot stop that at all, and that white tower is gonna, be a nuisance for everything here. It's gonna, deny the gold, and then I would say almost most notably,
that is
this is a military production building as well. So he's he can produce.
Oh, he's building a ram immediately.
A ram right
I thought he would at least like go for a trebuchet, but no, we're going for the ram. We don't have any patience. We need this game over with right now. It is match point, guys. This is the qualifying match, and we're gonna start taking out Tughlaq's food economy right now.
Yeah.
By the way, Creator did build another 4 up the hill and went for what governor exactly? He did not pick one just yet, and he's going on the gold on the other side.
Yeah, needs to move out of gold, but that's 1 gold that he can reliably go on the white tower. Does, well, I mean, provide a little bit of vision, so he could sneak to the other golds as well. So yeah, the right side here is really not available right now for Creator. He has that 1 goal going for him, but since coRe does know about that, he's just sending over his king over there as well as the knight. And I mean, I'm sorry, chat. I know we sounded like madmen being happy about a white tower drop. It's getting late, so you have to forgive us.
We just enjoy evil, okay?
Chaotic evil, that's what we are. Rising Empires.
Oh god, Creator is long distance mining on the other side of the base there on the gold, and there is 2 knights now. Eating 2 vills as they run away. Tughlaq Fort has been scouted out on the deer pack, but that is no gold access for Creator at all, and he's gonna move in with his war elephants. coRe only has villagers here. Trample has been activated, but White Tower famously has 20 spots to garrison.
Yeah, so not gonna lose any villagers here. And the White Tower is doing a lot of damage on the Raider elephants. That is kind of surprising. We were looking at 7, I think. And now we just lost half of the Raider elephants. That is That is pretty brutal. I mean, we did admittedly lose the Ram and the Trebuchet, so now coRe will need to have a hot minute until he will have enough resources for another Trebuchet. But yeah, with the he's also housed, by the way, so he needs to put down a house. Now he can produce more spearmen.
The Knights are finding more damage at the top side. No defending units close by. We are just building force and raider elephants, but the Castle Age Knights, they won't really care too much. Now we're having the first trebuchet out of the White Tower. There are spears in place now to defend it if the elephants go for another dive. Well, this is looking rough because basically Creator can't do anything about this tower unless he goes Castle Age.
Yeah. I mean, he technically could go for the Rams, but I think that's way too much of an investment, and then he doesn't have the units to really build Rams, so that is rough. He is trying to go for a raid, but since he doesn't have any scout, he's just running face first into the town center, now circling around. There's the second TC, there's the villagers on the gold. Villagers finished with the deer are moving back now to the woodline. Are the raider elephants finding some damage? I mean, he really would need to find damage desperately to sort of level the playing field. Both players on 2 TC, but one player already has 5 villager kills. Finding one villager kill now on the town center, so that's at least some damage. I don't think the 4 raider elephants will be enough though. And then a couple more chasing of the knights on the top side.
It is depressing how little damage a town center actually does, the second one that is. This is an English town center, so it shoots double the amount of arrows, but still.
Yeah, the White Tower
by the way,
was
top side,
but this one not.
The 2 knights got pushed away by 6 feudal raider elephants, so they could do that at least, but food income for Creator is now lowered by quite a bit as the 4 in the base goes down.
Yeah, he's also gonna lose all of these houses eventually, and so that also creates the issue that he then needs to create additional houses, and it's just annoying. It's just super annoying to deal with, and the White Tower is just standing there menacingly, and with the, I mean, there's enough stone, you know, to just go for another keep if coRe wanted to. Just take all the villagers, take the stone there. He can take the gold if he wants to. And he has full control over the Tughlaq base. We're going up with the House of Learning, so Creator doing a good job with the defense, not being, you know, in shambles as much as you might think. Going up with the Castle Age. Has a solid amount of raider elephants, and once the upgrades come in, and we're talking about the 20% bonus attack speed, we're talking about 10% more move speed that he gets access to in Castle Age. I mean, not saying that it will turn the tide for sure, but at least it's in the realm of possibility for him, I would say.
Hey, I am already very impressed that coRe couldn't just, like, he's respecting the raider elephant so much that he couldn't just go ahead and just spam man-at-arms into the base.
Yeah.
Because apparently that would have been a bad idea. Instead he's going for mass spears, and Creator now has to push out archers as fast as he can behind this. Castle Age upgrade will be pushed as soon as he can afford. Okay, he could afford. It's just very busy, I guess, with all of those knights killing his villagers at the top side.
Yeah, it's just bleeding villagers, but at the same time he, you know, quote unquote, only lost 7 villagers, so I think that is quite a solid defense here. It could have been much worse. In the meantime, we have 9 raider elephants, veteran, moving into the coRe farms here. Trample being
very late reaction.
Yeah, very late reaction. Should get a few more villager kills, and all of a sudden we're
It's gonna be actually so many.
Yeah, we equalize
so many
the
kills. coRe doesn't have any forces here. How is the Tughlaq base looking at the same time? Like coRe sending in the spears to deal with the 4 topside, and he's of course raiding the base with the trebuchets, but that is a very effective attack. But coRe he can actually make it away. He can move most of his wills to the north there and is not being found out.
Yeah, nice move here by coRe, but at the same time, 18 villager kills, 18 to 12, so both players trading blows heavily. Is it gonna be enough? We have a couple of barracks in the back, so coRe can now have some units in the defense at least. At the same time, where's the spearman? Okay, the spearmen are still guarding the trebuchets, just to make sure that he doesn't lose the forward position. Building some farms now just to make up for the lost food income. And it's taking most of his spearmen, if not even all of them, back to his base. I mean, a little late, but...
From a safety standpoint, I kind of like building farms under the White Tower. At the same time, oh my god! The veteran elephants found the villagers at the north side. Trample has been activated. And trampling they do!
There's one low
so low HP.
They're so low HP. I mean, we're having English vills. We could actually shoot at them. Talk about 9 health here. They could easily snipe them if they wanted to. In the meantime, we're almost losing the main town center here for Creator, so that would be rough. And then the second landmark would be the Tower of Victory, and we know exactly where the House of Burning is at. We're losing the village. The spearmen are not there, so we're losing the trebuchets now, as well as some of the villagers here. I don't want to, jinx it, but it kind of seems like Creator is getting a little bit of a control over the White Tower situation.
Slowly but surely. I mean, I'll say Creator currently doesn't have a town center, and coRe has 2, but Creator is up in villagers.
And I mean, the town center is still
oh no,
standing.
It survived. Never mind.
It
just
survived.
looks very, very destitute.
Yeah. It doesn't have any more.
Oh my god, and we're just actually gonna siege the White Tower down with just Raider elephants here. How many is that? That is 9 total. And we do have some spears, but they're taken out very, very quickly by the archers. Does coRe coRe doesn't have blacksmith upgrades for his ranged attacks, so these elephants actually take very little damage from the tower.
Yeah, he's getting the ranged armor now first, just to be less susceptible against the archers. But yeah, villagers need to jump out, repair a little bit, and then jump back in. Now, since the spearmen arrived, Creator cannot really keep that up any longer. I mean, it's a White Tower after all, but not bad. I mean, unfortunately now losing a couple more archers, but overall, all things considered, I mean, he's still in the game.
All things considered, with the tower staying up, that was absolutely not worth it for Creator here. Did he manage to take any relics? Okay, he took 1. coRe has the other 3, and there is one more on the map that is right next to an English tower, and Creator is trying to sneak it out because he happened to have snuck away some villagers here on the right side. Now, unfortunately, the tower is gonna spot out the Scholar.
It's gonna spot out the Scholar, but is coRe reacting to that? I mean, since there's no attack things, it might be easy to miss that. Even on a high level like that is what we're seeing right now. Rams being constructed, so we will have a few rams from Creator, and they don't have the issue that they need to focus switch between villagers jumping out and the White Tower. They can just focus the White Tower, and that's it. But there's a lot of spearmen now for coRe as well. So do we have enough archers? I don't think we have. 20 archers might not be enough to deal with that in time.
I was gonna say something about prickly personality and such, but we have 40 spears, so let's see how this one works out. Creator does have 20 counter units to that, but we're fighting under the White Tower once again. And the other question is, did coRe put this tower here for the buff? Did he put it there for vision? Or did he put it there to stop the rams from connecting at all? Spears are just A-moved into this with the attack speed bonus, and they're doing a good job so far. Still 38 of them on the field.
Yeah, numbers definitely a little bit more in favor here for coRe. Creator lost at least 5, 6, 7 archers or something like that. And the Raider Elephant numbers right now, you can tell that his eco is bleeding right now. Only 7 Raider Elephants, 1 more in queue. You can really see that the true TC, since coRe didn't lose the second TC, but Creator did a while ago. Now, finally, even though we have 25 to 12 villager kills, coRe is ahead in villagers again. His eco looks a little bit more stable, his food income is incredibly strong, so he can just pump out spearmen and knights as much as he wants to. And Creator really is in trouble here right now. Still not sure if he can. I mean, what is his plan? Like, if you go face first into the White Tower, that's not really pleasurable. If you go
okay, we're gonna go for another run by. Veteran Raider Elephants are on the way to coRe's base. And there's no defense again. It's gonna be the same thing again. coRe's moving his entire villager mass there away, except for the guys he can garrison. Is that it? That looks like more than he can garrison still on the farms.
Yeah, I mean, he's also moving spearmen. He has seen that the Raider Elephants are coming in, so this time he's reacting a little bit better. Just a handful of spearmen, so it's not gonna be a complete bloodbath this time. Also, with the pathfinding and the choke points here, it's a little bit more difficult for the Raider Elephants to actually get some damage on the field.
Arriving now. Creator is going for another ram push on the White Tower. Archers are moving forward to deal with the spears, but well, this is all under the White Tower once again. coRe, by the way, did not go for Network of Citadels, doesn't have boiling oil, doesn't have a Springald emplacement even. He is just trusting in the spears. And Creator looks like he's trying to get in. I mean, that would be very, very scary, because he has quite a bit of gold saved up. That is an instant elite upgrade for him. If he can get it, rams are being taken out once again. And the veteran elephants make it away and come home.
I mean, would it matter though? Right now he's only down to 16 archers and 7 actually, Raider Elephants, and bleeding more and more numbers. So, by the way, I'm just realizing...
The archers are scary.
The archers, they're scary, but they're still feudal age. Why is that?
The what now?
The archers are feudal age.
Why? Come on!
Oh my goodness.
I was gonna... Didn't I mention that specifically earlier when he hit castle and started spamming? Like, he's gonna just click it and in 5 seconds he has veterans? Well, he didn't.
No.
Why?
That is quite painful. I mean, just imagine all the different fights, like all the diving here with 20 archers against 40 spearmen. If he had...
You know what's the most depressing part about this is? coRe has 64 spearmen and he's gonna drop a Berkshire on top of the broken TC of Tughlaq in a second.
Yeah. Yeah, just drop it right here next to the Tower of Victory and it's GG. This is so sad.
As I say that, he spent another 2,000 food. Oh god, he's going for the landmark snipe, but Palace of the Sultan is being built somewhere. Look where he's building it!
I mean, I like the attempt.
It's definitely gonna prolong the game for at least like half a minute.
Until coRe finds the landmark, you know, that's the one thing.
Until coRe randomly finds the landmark.
Oh man, I mean,
unless he randomly walks into it and sees, hey, there's 2 relics as well.
Can we just go veteran archers for once? Like, maybe that's the first step, and then we can worry about Imperial Age later. Another town
so
center
no, we
being
can't
dropped.
because that costs food and we don't have that.
Well, I mean, we do have enough, 120, we do have enough food for now.
He's just going for the landmark snipe. I mean, he's gonna bleed quite a few units, but he doesn't carry us 2,500 food per minute.
Are we gonna hit him, though, before the landmark snipe comes through?
Oh my god, we do!
It's just a matter of a half a second. Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, now
technology governor has been chosen for the Imperial Age, so Creator is now paying quite a bit less on his upgrades, and he has veteran archers now. Hell yeah!
We finally have veteran archers. I mean, we're still.
The question is, does he think he has elite archers now?
No, I'm sure he must know that this is just a castle age. He doesn't have resources for imperial upgrades right now. They're still quite expensive. But oh my goodness, I mean now the archers, they can still not win against the spearmen. In the meantime, we have the Wingard palace being built by coRe.
coRe, I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed. I know Wingard units are very fun, but so is dropping a Berkshire in your opponent's base.
Is it fun though? Is it fun?
I mean, for one side and all the viewers it is.
Yeah, that is,
but
that is true.
let's not count Creator out of this game. He is down half the economy, but he is in Imperial Age, and he does have the bigger army at this moment. What he doesn't have is any food income at all, but you know.
Yeah. I mean, he's also losing the few Raider elephants that he has. For some reason, the Raider elephants are Imperial Age and the archers are not Imperial Age. I think it would have been, I don't know, maybe it would have made more sense to go for the archer elite upgrade.
Of course, dropping a keep
of
bottom gold.
As you do. Villagers shivving away on the villagers, but that's not.
It's okay, coRe. You're exonerated. I appreciate it. Archers have arrived, but again, they're only veterans.
Only veterans,
and it wouldn't have mattered either way.
They're not gonna get upgrades anytime soon, is my guess. Yeah, villagers on the run here. This is one of the few golds, technically the only gold that was left for Creator.
Enclosures are in, elite knights are in. Are elite spears also in already? Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
You can tell by the funny little caps that these spearmen are now wearing.
I always look at the 4 dots on the top of the UI, but that's just me, maybe.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, yeah, as this game comes to a close, coRe has had enough. He's pulling more units in here, more knights, and Creator rather cannot see any way out of this misery here. What a game! Quite interesting. A little bit of a back and forth, and admittedly a solid, very, very good defense by Creator. Not losing many villagers for most of the game, having some good raids as well. But overall, that's just a very, very difficult position for you to be in. And if you're, yeah, if you don't have the veteran archers when you need them against all of these spearmen, that is a rough time. I don't think that was on purpose. I think
probably wouldn't have mattered, but at the same time,
maybe not.
Kind of rough to forget that.